Hello gamers, and welcome back to Reykjavik here in the cold valleys on a belated Banished Wednesday. And it's the last Banished Wednesday episode for this year, and it's also going to be the last episode in this particular settlement. I'm also sorry for missing out a few episodes recently because of reviewing too many games basically, and also pre-Christmas stress at work and with all the preparations and stuff. And yeah, in the new year I'm going to start a fresh settlement, and like I've announced a couple of episodes ago, I'm planning on doing a little achievement run, play the base game, which plays quite differently, I think. Also because of not having infinite resources, for example, by not being able to dig deeper and stuff. But I don't have any achievements yet. I've played a lot of Banished, but I don't have achievements, so I want to change that. I think that in this run we've pretty much achieved and built everything that the Colonial Charter mod has to offer, but obviously for some decoration stuff and so on. We had a few crises, in particular with food, but also with tools. And I'm sure in the vanilla run I will have lots of problems as well. But at least in this run we could solve them all. What I do want to do now is do like a tour. And I'm looking for, where is it? The statistic. Well, we could still look at some statistics, but where is the map? Here. Oh, I thought I can enlarge it, but I can't. So as you can see, this is like the top left corner. We are nearly in the top left corner. As you can see, it's also, the FPS is really low. My PC is quite old and this is a lot to handle for my PC. Here's also still a little bit of room for development in the northern edges here. Also in the east, this valley is kind of still undeveloped. In the southeast we've built quite far. South is pretty full. Southwest is also pretty full because this is a Forester Lodge. So looking back, we've got a huge lake here as well, but we did start the entire settlement a long while back. Where did we start? Let me move that. Oh, okay, should be like this. And here we go. Everything started in this small area where we fought for food, tried to make the best out of the space with some docks here, homes, a chapel, and that's the first marketplace. And initially we started with log cabins. There are still a lot of log cabins, and some of them had to be replaced because they burned down. Down here in the south we had our first industrial area, and also wood production, also herbalist and so on. And it stretches on, and here this was kind of like a new district with this different building type. The urban houses, I misclicked here a little bit, I think. So some of these houses have special stuff in here, like this, the urban chapel, and some like these are just houses. And food everywhere, more food. Later on we did this kind of like clay industry and sand, I believe, somewhere up here as well. Yeah, dig sand to then produce bricks and so on. Then we've got this settlement where I tried to work with the dock homes mainly. You get rice planters and everything, large storage here, driftwood scavenger, rice vine distill or rice wine still. It's called. Kind of a little bit safe, sustainable. Herb grower, dog home, herb mender. Down here we started out with the wharves and ships for more food. Worked quite nicely actually. Some decorative large residences here. We did start some sort of gem industry a little bit at least. Got the melting house here, we've got the polished gem. They need rough gemstones, but I don't have that many, so they're often unemployed. There's an oil press here, which I recently discovered only for the blubber. We've got the governor's office. We do have some precious mines. Some food production as well, and even a forge, because I was floating metal or mineral resources, I should say. Tailoring company is lacking silk, unfortunately. It's also like one of the newer developments here. They're producing silk here, and they're producing silk cocoons, and they use silk cocoons to produce silk. This area is kind of where the we're now opposite the starting area, where I did all the cattle stuff, and this is later developments here for the silk. We do have some houses here as well. We do have a salt mine and a salt works to get stuff for preserving meat. There's a settlement here as well, so that people live closer to their job. It's kind of working. This is the initial harbor area, just north of the starting area. There's also like a water wheel, sawmill, some production here. I put a native tent here just for fun. And I think I'm trying to gather precious materials somewhere in this area. You can see it now in this weather. Over here, this was supposed to be like this type of house. Trying it out. Colonial corner house and so on. There's a tap house here. With lots of ale and meat and wine, some bees and stuff. This is all bakeries, lots of food production here, and also plantations for cotton. This here is like the tailoring industry, also not too far away from the leather. This is a later development just to add more food and housing. Driftwood scavenger, gatherer's hut, and like this whole setup here for the wood production and so on. This is now the industrial heart of the settlement, with a ton of iron ore and coal mines, possibly too many. After all, lots of blacksmiths here, fuel refineries and so on. Quite a few houses, obviously. Then we go to the right, and you can see I did a little bit more of I think I did it here first, even with dock buildings, or I built that later. I'm not quite sure anymore. Lots of water scavengers here, and some wharves as well. And I think there's the rope production somewhere here as well. Yes, captain's house here with the captain tower. More food production, including orchards, and also a stable to produce domesticated animals, of which I've got way too many by now, I think. Also here you can see this kind of square settlements, and these larger ones have a road going through. Also trying around, you know, with this, and then in the courtyard here there's a marketplace. Some more luxurious houses here, and also nice gable houses. Wood production, some food production everywhere to keep the distances short. Okay, now we can go here and you can see there's more food production, We really don't have a food problem anymore. Then we are in the southern area. We've already been here. This is also where lots of apiaries are, and some nice houses. I tried a different type of church here, and here we got the tin production. So this iron ore, coal, not sure, yeah. There's the forge, so lots of production. Sawmill as well, of course. Then we expand it further to the right, where we have yet another farming area with houses around, even some smaller shacks. Grain silo. It's never really full. Filled up, 1,500 only. And there's more in here. It would be cool to be able to prioritize it, like in RimWorld, for example. Then over here I built quite a few milk pans, and there's a monastery, an abbey here, which is quite funny. Collecting blueberries. Could change it to herbs or ale. Some more bakeries, watermills as well. Yeah, that's the settlement. That's my adventure in the Cold Valleys. And how many episodes? Quite a few. I think something like 80. Let me quickly check. Yeah, so this is episode 86. But I think end of the year, and also you know, everything achieved basically, is a good moment to end this episode. Obviously I'll keep the save game just in case. Let me know what you think of this episode. Let me know what you expect from the vanilla series. If you have any clues, please let me know. I haven't played vanilla for a long time, and I recall it to being quite hard. And you're also welcome to give me advice on another mod. I should maybe try out maybe something like tropical, or maybe something Viking related or something would be pretty cool. But this is it for now. Thanks a lot for watching. Until then, bye for now. And check out all the other Banished channels as well. Go to Twitter and then you can find them all. See you guys.